Hey there, Michael Leedy here once again with another SMB tutorial. In this tutorial, I'm going to cover the difference between a scheduled post and a queued post. I will start by explaining the queued post. So let's look over here to our screen where you see you have different options here, right? You have scheduled and queued. And like I said, we're going to start with the queued post because I think it's best to explain this as the foundation. So if you have let's say a Twitter presence, this is a queued posting is great for you because, as you know, Twitter moves quickly and you want to put out stuff consistently at consistent times, right? So what you would do is you would go and you would queue different posts. For example, if you look over here to the right, these are 5 different queues with 5 different sets of images and tweets that coincide with each other, going out at specific times. Again, I'll go into this more in detail in the creating the CSV file and how we're creating this stuff, right? But then you load it in, and I'll cover that in bulk uploading via a CSV file, so watch that video, right? But basically, I've got, let's just click on this one, right? I've got over here in the side, so I have the queue name, which you saw, so the YTM blue, and then I basically have picked times that on these individual days when posts go out, okay? And when I bulk upload, I have basically each of these queues, right? Each of these, one of them, I think this one has, the full pages has 30 posts. The Milky has 29, and the white, orange, and blue each have 27. So I basically bulk uploaded these via a CSV file into these queues, which have specific times on them. Again, I'll show you how to do that in the documentation, the setting up of the CSV file for bulk upload. So we'll do that. Just watch that video. And they're all going out at specific times, so that basically what we've got is 2 to 3 weeks of fresh, new content going out daily that doesn't repeat until after that 2 to 3 weeks. And these contain, tweets and images and links that go to where we want them to go to. This is one of my clients, You the Magician. Okay, so that's queued. I would consider the queue the foundation. So we're setting up You the Magician. We set up their foundational tweets, right? And then what we'll do is we'll go in and we'll schedule promotional or campaigns, different things that we've got going on. For example, the author of the book wants to do Periscope readings, so we'll set up actual scheduled queues to promote the actual readings, so that you can put that inside. So you're doing 2 things. One is always going, and one is specific times. So let's say you have a team and you want to do a webinar. So maybe you have your foundational for your new followers and whatnot, but then you have your trainings once a week on, let's say, Wednesday at 8 o'clock. So on Monday, maybe you put out 3 posts at a certain time. And then on Tuesday, you put out 5 posts at certain times, and they're all specific to that day, right? They're all talking about that date, that day. So they're not generic, they're more specific. So that's where a schedule would come in handy. So that's the difference between scheduled and queued. If you're working with a platform like Facebook through SMB, then you might as well just schedule it, because you don't want to repeat stuff. Unless, of course, maybe it repeats 2 months down the road, because Facebook is more static, where Twitter is always moving, okay? So I think that explains the difference between queued and scheduled. Queue is going to be your foundation. You're going to set up times and days where posts go out, and then basically SMB will push out the posts that you've loaded in just naturally, and then once they've been completed, they'll just start at the beginning. So they'll just keep going, right? That's your queue. With a schedule, it's going to be more specific. You're going to have more detail maybe in the images. So it's going to be promoting something, or well, pretty much, you're promoting something when you're doing a schedule because it makes it more convenient to you. And that's the difference. So, if you want to learn how to bulk upload in either format, be sure to watch the documentation of the CSV file video, because I will cover basically how to fill them out in both circumstances. So if you want to schedule or if you want to queue. Okay, so that's that. If you have any questions, again, you can go over here to the top right and you just click and then put contact us, and you'll be prompted to send us a message and tell us what you're looking for, and then we'll go there. Okay, so I guess that's it. I'm Michael Leedy. You have a great day, and we'll see you on the next SMBeast tutorial.